What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mello with Marty's Buick GMC and Chevrolet, and in today's video we're going to be checking out this beautiful 2022 GMC Yukon Denali XL. If you're new to the channel or maybe you're just coming back for more, be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I upload fresh General Motors related news and content every single week, so if that's something that you're into, be sure to tune in. Now let's get into it. All right, so although not too much has changed from the 2021 to the 2022, I figured since I hadn't seen one of these things in quite a while due to all the supply chain issues, this thing got dropped off this morning, and I thought, you know what, let's make sure I get this on YouTube so everyone can see what's going on with it. Now, the first thing I'm going to address, because I know the comment is coming, is what's up with the flickering LED lights. And for those that do not know, LED lights actually flicker at a really high rate of speed that the human eye does not detect. However, things like the camera that I'm using to film this video picks it up. So that is what you're seeing there. Nothing is broken, nothing is wrong. Truck's great, looks awesome in person. Now, this truck is finished in White Frost Metallic, one of my favorite paint jobs. It's a premium paint job from GMC. And before I go into the full walk around, just want to give you a peek. Hopefully this comes up clear in the video. This thing just got dropped off the truck this morning, has not been cleaned, and the paint is just beautiful. It's got this really nice pearl look to it with all that metallic flake. Really pops, gives you that luxury feel that you would expect, obviously, with the Denali. Now, we've got that big, bold Denali grille that we're also accustomed to seeing. We have the LED blade headlights with the LED signature lighting. We've got our fog lights down low as well as our front parking sensors. And if we dive in real close here, right underneath the GMC badge, you can see we've got our front camera for our HD surround vision camera system. I'll show you how that all works once we jump inside. Going around the side of the Denali, you can see our new 22-inch wheels, and those are wrapped in 275/50 Bridgestone all-season tires. Really nice, quiet tire on the road, but also has enough tread there if you need to throw this thing through some snow or some sand on the beach. It should give you no issues whatsoever. You've got your GMC badge high up on the fender. You've got your Denali badge down low. Color match mirror, of course, and you can see we've got another camera because you can just not have too many of them. Now I'm going to step back really quickly so you can get a side profile of this thing. Hopefully I don't crash into one of the Isuzus behind me as I back up. Of course, this is an XL. She's big, but also gives you that extra cargo in the back, which I'll show you in just a second. Now, if you're watching this on PC, your life will be nice and easy. You should be able to pause the video and look at everything on this window sticker with ease. If you're on mobile, it might be a little tougher for you, but I am filming in 4K. You can see the standard vehicle price here, $75,700. Denali Premium Package adds $7,100. It's a whole list of different options. We got like that dual pane panoramic roof, the 22-inch wheels, power steps, adaptive cruise, the advanced tech package. You can see down here we've got our White Frost Tricoat paint. That's an additional $1,000. All in all, with all the options, brings us to $85,405. And once again, if you want to pause the video and take a look at the window sticker, go ahead and do that right now. Did you do it? If not, we're going on. All right, so you do have, of course, your keyless entry. You know, just as long as the key fob is available, just tap the button that's going to let you in. You can see your power steps there. The power steps are much improved over the power steps of old. They come out a lot further and a lot lower as opposed to the old ones, and I always found the old ones to be a little bit too slow for me, but maybe that's just me. In the back, you can see we've got our quad exit exhaust. You've got your rear backup camera. You do have your rear parking sensors. Trailer tow package is all set up on this thing. It's just hidden right here underneath this cap. And one thing that I do love is that the rear wiper is hidden away underneath your third brake light, so it's almost invisible if you're looking at the truck from the back. Now let's open her up. I might have locked it. There we go. Plenty of space back here. Of course, this is an XL, so you've got, I believe, right around 20 inches more cargo room over the standard Denali. You can see we've got some controls here to drop the seats. In case you needed a little bit extra room, you can do that nice and easy. You can also drop the second row. And you've also got a full AC outlet back here in case you need to plug something in. Maybe you're tailgating, maybe you're at a kid's sports game, whatever the case may be. It's nice to have an outlet in the back so that you're not trying to run a cable all the way from the front of the Yukon all the way to the back. And I'm just going to give this one touch. And you do have the foot activated tailgate as well. You just stick your foot underneath the back of the Yukon and she'll open right up. And I'm just going to walk around and give you just another side profile view of the truck. I'm a huge fan of those wheels. She is a beauty. Let's check out what's going on in the back seat really quickly. And of course, we'll jump up front and show you what you're probably most anxious to see. Now you can see in the back we do have that open pore wood trim with the aluminum surround. We've got the black leather interior. We've got our captain's chairs back here. Obviously I still have that one folded down. I folded that in the back. And you do have your third row. LED lighting above you. Big panoramic roof which will open up once we get up front. And then as far as places to plug in and such back here, you can see we've got 2 USB ports. We've got an additional AC outlet. We do have heated captain's chairs back here and your climate control. You've also got pockets on the back of both seats in case you need to stuff some junk back there, because we know that's what the kids are going to do. Well, let's jump up front. Now, I do know I'm going through this relatively quickly. Of course, at the end of this video, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, maybe you saw something that I didn't address, or you were interested in seeing something that I didn't touch on, don't be shy. Feel free to drop a comment down below and I'll try and address any of those questions. So I'm just going to turn this thing around really quickly so we're not staring into the sun. You can get a look at your backup cameras. Try not to take out an Isuzu. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the left side, and I am going to work my way to the right, going over everything in here. As I said, any questions, concerns, problems, whatever it may be, leave a comment down below, and I will answer those for you. So starting on the left, we've got our memory seat controls, power windows, power door locks, power mirror controls. And then as we get up onto the dash, you can see we've got our electronic parking brake, lane departure warning, parking sensors on or off, our auto start and stop, turn on or off our power outlets, traction control, hill descent control, our 360 camera, four-wheel drive controls, gauge cluster brightness, headlight controls, trailer brake controller, heads-up display controls. You've got a huge 15-inch heads-up display. How it's going to show up in the video, I'm not really sure. I know you guys can see it there, probably flickering away. I'm going through kind of the different information there. Lots of cool information. Favorite thing, obviously, you can use your navigation through there. I think that's the best use of it. For those that aren't a fan of it at night, I wasn't a huge fan of it at night. You can just dim it all the way out and disable it. You can just adjust the height here, turn the brightness up or down there. Up on the steering wheel, you can see we've got our heated steering wheel. We've got our forward collision alert. We've got our adaptive cruise control settings here. Control on the back, you have buttons on the left side. You can go through the like your different radio stations, and then on the right side, on the back side, you have your volume controls. Hopefully that doesn't get me a copyright strike. We've got our hands-free commands here, and then this guy right here, you can see as I'm scrolling the knob, it's going through kind of all the different information. Now this, what we're looking at here, this digital cluster is the biggest change for the 2022s. The 2021 trucks do not have the digital gauge cluster. And I like the little features like the GMC right there on the right side. You can also customize this and make it kind of your own. I'm not going to show you how to do all that right now. I am going to be making another video on how to customize the whole digital cluster for your liking. As we move over to the right side, you can see we've got our 10.2, 10.3. I've been talking about the new truck so much. I've got 13.4 stuck in my head. But so you can see we've got our 10.2. I think it's 10.2. You guys can correct me. It might be 10.3. Full color touch display. We do have our Google Assistant now built into this thing. So you can ask Google Assistant to do a slew of features. Once again, I'm going to do another video on everything that the Google Assistant is capable of, because I know it is new and a lot of people are struggling with it. So hopefully my next video will help you out in that regards. You can see we've got your trailering system. It gives you a nice checklist. You can do your climate control systems all through here. You also can log into your My GMC. You've got your Google News, your podcast, 4G LTE hotspot. You do have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's wireless. Go into our audio. You can tap here, and I believe, there you go. Yep, so tap there. You can see you got your Google News, your AM, FM, your Sirius, your Bluetooth, whatever media that you have connected. Super easy. You do have your Google Maps set up here, which I think works way better than the previous navigation. I haven't gone through all the setup, so it's probably going to ask me to go through a million things here, but we won't do that. Okay, so there's your Google Maps. I'm going to go back home. Once again, you have your trailering system, and then one more thing is going to load everything in because I haven't used it. So one thing, if you have multiple trailers, this is really handy because you can add in each trailer and it will remember it, so it knows what's going on, which is nice. Go into my camera. So here you can see your HD surround vision camera system. Now, the yellow dot represents which direction you're looking at. So like that would be the front of the truck, back of the truck. We've got our above rear view. We've got our above front view. We've got the curb hunter cameras, as I like to call them. We've got our trailer hitch camera, trailer cam, every camera that you possibly ever want. If you crash this into something backing up, that is definitely a you problem. All right. Now, underneath that, I was looking for the home button. Underneath that, we've got our radio controls. Obviously, we've got our climate control system. We've got our heated and ventilated seats. More open pore wood grain trim. Open that up. Got our cup holders. Got a power outlet. Wireless charging dock is right here. USB-C, USB port. I'm gonna close that. Big center console, plenty of room to stuff whatever it is that you need. You can get underneath here, and I don't know if this one, let's see, does this one, let's see, I don't think this one is powered. This one is not. So you do have, some of these do have the power sliding. This one is not. Nope, I lied to you. This one does. Haven't seen one of these in a while either because of the constraints with all the supply chain stuff. We haven't had the ability to have the power console. I think this is actually only the second one that I've seen. So pretty cool there. Nice thing about this that a lot of people don't think about is when this slides back, the cup holders go back with it. So if your kids need a cup holder and you don't want them spilling stuff, you can slide this back there and they can use the cup holders that are right here. Slides it back, makes it a little bit easier for them to get a hold of. So nice to see that. Maybe we're not having such a big issue with the semiconductors on some of these. Once again, we can see that nice open pore wood trim with aluminum surround. Got more aluminum right here going around the vents. Just a really good look. Up top, we've got our big panoramic roof. Goes all the way back. I know a lot of people are happy to see this in here. Not happy that it has not come to the trucks yet. But I'm sure that is coming soon. I'm just going to shut that so that we're not being blinded. And I'm going to shut the shade. So you do have two controls. So you have the controls to close the shade, which I'm doing now. And then, of course, you have the controls to open up the glass. So whichever you prefer. You can also fold the seats down here. Programmable garage door openers, LED interior lighting. And then the last thing I will show you guys, because I know this video is just kind of going on, is your HD surround vision mirror. So you can increase, decrease the brightness. You can also increase or decrease the zoom. I like it as zoomed out as possible. Just gives you a wider view. And as crazy as this is what you would be normally looking at, you know, just kind of like trying to see through the back window, through the kids, through everything else. So this is awesome. You can leave it on. It stays on while you're driving. One of my favorite newer features, and I think that's kind of it as far as just a quick rundown. I wanted to make this thing quick. We got to get this down to clean up and get detailed up before the new owner picks it up. But yeah, as I said, if you have any questions or concerns or comments, drop them down below. Let me know, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. There goes my truck. She's a little dirty. Don't judge. As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. Keeps the YouTube algorithm gods happy. You know how important that is. There's the front of the 2022 Sierra Elevation that I filmed earlier this week. I will catch you all in the very next video. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great week.